In the 1960s, the world was racing toward the future. Supersonic dreams filled the skies, and aviation was on the brink of transformation. One day, an engineer named Joe Sutter picked up a set of discarded blueprints from a project called the CX-HLS. At the time, it was nothing more than a military cargo concept, overshadowed by Boeing's ambitious supersonic transport, the Boeing 2707. The 2707 was supposed to be the future, faster than sound, sleek, revolutionary. But history had other plans. Those forgotten blueprints would become the foundation for an aircraft that didn't just change aviation, it redefined it. That aircraft was the Boeing 747. When the 747 first rolled out, it didn't just look different, it looked impossible. A massive, wide-body jet with a distinctive hump on its upper deck. Critics doubted it, airlines hesitated, airports had to be redesigned. Yet Boeing took the gamble, and it paid off. The 747 became known as the Queen of the Skies. It wasn't just an airplane, it was a symbol of global connection. For the first time, millions of ordinary people could afford to cross oceans. International travel was no longer reserved for the elite. The world suddenly felt smaller. But the 747 didn't just carry tourists, it carried presidents, royalty, and world leaders. Modified versions became flying command centers. Heads of state trusted it, dignitaries flew aboard it. In the United States, a highly customized 747 even serves as Air Force One, a flying White House. Yet while it served the powerful, it also did the hardest work in the harshest places. In Anchorage, it powered through snowstorms, delivering critical cargo across the Pacific routes. In Dubai, it endured scorching desert heat, lifting tons of freight into the shimmering sky. From frozen runways to blistering tarmacs, the 747 proved its strength again and again. Cargo variants of the 747 became the backbone of global trade. With its nose that could swing open, it swallowed oversized machinery, relief supplies, even entire vehicles. When disaster struck, the 747 delivered aid. When industries needed heavy equipment across continents, the 747 answered. But perhaps its most breathtaking role was in space exploration. When NASA needed a way to transport its space shuttles, it turned to the 747. Specially modified shuttle carrier aircraft carried orbiters piggyback across the sky. From Space Shuttle Enterprise to Space Shuttle Endeavour, every shuttle rode on the back of a 747 at some point in its journey. Imagine the sight, a spacecraft mounted atop a jumbo jet soaring over highways and cities, a symbol of two engineering marvels combined. It was a moment that captured the imagination of millions, the Queen of the Skies carrying humanity's dreams of space. For decades, the 747 dominated long-haul travel. It became an icon in movies, postcards, and airports worldwide. Airlines admired its presence. Passengers loved its upper-deck lounge. Airlines relied on its unmatched capacity. But time moves forward. Twin-engine jets grew more efficient. Technology advanced. Fuel prices changed the economics of aviation. Aircraft like the 777 began to challenge the dominance of four-engine giants. Production of passenger 747s slowed. Airlines retired them. One by one, the queens stepped down from their thrones. Now, Boeing's next flagship, the Boeing 777X, promises greater efficiency, longer range, and cutting-edge technology. With its folding wingtips and advanced composite wings, it represents the future of long-haul flight. Yet that future has faced delays, repeated postponements, certification challenges, and uncertainty about its entry into service. The aviation world waits, watching. And here's a poetic twist of history. The 777X's massive GE9X engine, the most powerful commercial jet engine ever built, was tested on a 747. The very aircraft it aims to replace helped bring it to life. The Queen of the Skies, even in her later years, still played a role in shaping the next generation. There's something deeply symbolic about that. The old monarch guiding the successor, the past supporting the future. Today, many 747s still fly as freighters, continuing their tireless work in global logistics. Their silhouettes remain unmistakable against the horizon, but their era as the undisputed queen is drawing to a close. And yet, legends never truly fade. The Boeing 747 was more than aluminum and engines. It was ambition made real. It was a bridge between continents. It was a workhorse and a palace in the sky. It carried cargo, presidents, dreamers, and even spacecraft. From discarded blueprints in the 1960s to becoming the most recognizable airliner in history, its journey is a testament to bold engineering and visionary leadership. As new aircraft prepare to take the crown, the legacy of the 747 endures, etched into runways, written across the clouds, and remembered by generations who looked up and saw not just a plane, but possibility. The Queen of the Skies may be aging, but her story will never land.